portals of hell in the city service the witches, the occults. They are prospering in the city because they know where portals are. They go there in the night at those portals and keep reopening them. They walk barefooted to specific places which they know they are portals, and they capture souls of the entire city until the church rises to locate those portals and close them and open the portal of heaven over their cities. We cannot see revival. There is a portal in Gaba there, in Gaba there near the waters, in Kawuku there near the waters. Do you think those are just cemeteries? No. Do you think that's just a place of a false prophet near a hospital? No, there is a portal from the false prophet into the mortuary, talking destinies. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Many of you were taken on those portals. You know those places where accidents happen every day? People die in the same spot. They call them black spot. There is a portal there that need to be closed. Have you tried all things to remove curses and they've failed? Listen to the solution. Become an expert about portals. Opening portals of heaven and closing portals of hell. It may be that man who has consistently persecuted you, attacked you, and resisted you may be a representative of a portal of hell. And you cannot overcome him until you close the portal of hell and open the portal of heaven in your office. And open your office to be a portal, not just an office, but a portal of heaven where angels ascend and descend. Your desk becoming a portal. I said your desk is a portal of heaven. Someone who was sitting there made it a portal of hell where demons connect through that office into the entire organization. You're gonna close that portal. Listen, you're gonna specialize in portals. You go to cities and specialize in portals of heaven and bring forth revival. You're gonna go to nations and go through nations, closing portals in different cities and open portals of revival, of healing, of deliverance in that city. You are becoming an expert in portals. Some of you are sleeping on portals, portals of hell, where you put your house, where your gate is, where your bed is. That room, someone opened it as a portal of hell through prostitution. When she fornicated there, you're gonna go back home, close that portal. Listen, you're gonna, oh my God, it's not about having good ideas. You can have a good business, but it's not prospering because of a portal of hell connecting your business to hell. Some of you are sick because of a portal of sickness that is in your house. Some of you are in poverty because there is a wasting portal where you are living in your village. When you close that portal and you've learned how to close portals, witches will leave because they cannot live, they cannot minister, they cannot stay where there are no portals. The portals in the village service the witches. The portals of hell in the city service the witches, the occults. They are prospering the city because they know where portals are. They go there in the night at those portals and keep reopening them. They walk barefooted to specific places which they know they are portals, and they capture souls of the entire city until the church rises to locate those portals and close them and open the portal of heaven over their cities. We cannot see revival. Do you think those are just cemeteries? No. Do you think that's just a place of a false prophet near a hospital? No, there is a portal from the false prophet into the mortuary, talking destinies. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Until you understand, it's not the false prophet, it is his portal that need to be closed to save this nation. When they are building their synagogues, when they are building their places, they identify portals of hell. Now everyone who goes those places, their souls are captured because they come to a portal and the spirits capture their destinies. Many of you were taken on those portals. You built houses, you took your money, but the time has come to close. You cannot win spiritual battles if you've not closed portals of hell. Do you know those places where accidents happen every day? People die in the same spot. They call them black spot. There is a portal there that need to be closed. Do you know those places where prostitutes gather in the night? The same place, hundreds of them. Why do they pick that place? It's not because of any other reason, that they know where a portal is, and that's where they prostitute. They know where a portal is, and they build bars, nightclubs, and all those places, because they must identify where demons land. And if you don't close them, your children may pass through a portal and fall there. Many hotels are built on portals. Many hotels of Satanists have built them on portals of hell. You know, Jesus one day had to travel miles and cross the sea and go to another place for one assignment, to close a portal. He reached a place and stood on a rock and said, "Who do people say I am? Who do people say I am?" And they said this and this. And Peter said, "You are the Christ, the Son of God." And Jesus said, "Peter, flesh and blood has not revealed that, but my Father in heaven. I shall give you the keys of heaven. Whatsoever you bind is bound. Whatever you lose." Then he stands on the portal and said, "On this rock I shall build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail." That's how. You know that portal had been opened for many generations. That's where the sin of the king who began sacrificing on that rock. All the kings did what was good, but they never removed the high places because that portal remained open. And Jesus had to go to that same rock and say, this has been a gate of hate. On this gate I'm building my church. And he closed that portal. He closed it. In this city, there are many portals. In this city, there are many portals of hell on different streets. Different streets, different hills, different seaports. There is a portal in Gaba there, in Gaba there near the waters, in Kauku there near the waters. There's a portal there. You find false prophets, you find even pastors, you find even witches. All of them meet at the same portal. And
you're the ones who start me up.
I'll begin to deal with them directly. I'll begin to deal with the portals in this city. When we came to this place, we had to close a portal. We had to close a portal in Uganda. Many souls were being trapped, and people were thinking, oh, we are going to a church. And the Lord said, that's a portal, close it. Close that portal and save the souls. Some of you think these are, oh, we worship God, you go to churches, but some of them are built on portals, and their leaders are aware. They are aware of the portal under the pulpit, the portal of hell. Are you ready for battle this week? I'll give you a mouth. I'll open a portal. Jesus told Nathanael, he said, you'll see heaven open on the Son of Man, and angels ascending and descending upon him. He was saying a portal will open. And Jacob woke up early in the morning and said, wow, this place is awesome. I did not know this is other than a gate of heaven, meaning a portal was in a place. Now listen, a portal can be in a place, a heavenly portal. A portal can be on a person. It can be mobile, like the cloud that was upon Israel. They moved with a portal. Everywhere they could go, the portal of their lives. Everywhere they go, it was on them. Now everywhere you go, when you go to a place, there will be an open heaven, but it is upon you. But listen, you imagine if we combine two, the portal on you and the portal in the place. When the heaven is upon your life and also open heaven in the church. Listen, this place, starting today, we are going to raise a prayer portal that will open a heavenly portal that will subdue portals of hell, and we shall see the move of God. Listen, from the portal that will open here, we shall be able to move into the city center, where we shall build a large sanctuary that will become a portal of heaven because of a portal of prayer. The Lord gave me a strategy. He said to me, don't mobilize people. Don't even mobilize money. When I tell you to do something, deal with the portals. Go in a city, close the portals of hell, and then open the portal of heaven. People will come. People will be healed. People will be delivered. People will prosper. If the portal of heaven is open, people will be healed. If the portal of heaven is open, people will be delivered. They will just bring them where it's opening, and demons leave them. I said, people will be just brought. You know, when Peter was moving, a portal was moving on him, and his shadow was healing people. His shadow, because on his life, a portal of heaven was open. Everywhere he went, he didn't need first bind, I pray. No. People were just healed. People are going to come to your office. They sit there and begin repenting. And they say, what has opened to us? What has opened to me when I came here? I want to tell you all the witchcraft I've been doing. And they say, what has happened to me? You say in your heart, you've come on a heavenly portal. A portal of heaven. This office is not an office. Even when you leave, the portal will remain open. You know, you will leave a house and whoever comes there gets saved. You will leave a house, but whoever will rent that house will be saved because of the portal of heaven that will be opened. I want to teach you about opening portals and identifying them. Some churches, you need to go there and close the portal of hell and build up and open a portal of heaven. And that's your assignment. Listen, some of you, there are cities God is going to send you, not for preaching, no, not for evangelizing, but to know where the portals are and close them. There are some places where churches do not work. There are some villages where there's no church that's beyond 50 people. There are some cities where you cannot see a church of 5,000 people. There are some places where you cannot see any church on fire. Why? Because of the many portals of hell. Now I need the apostles here to go in those villages and close those portals. You haven't heard what I said. I said I need the apostles here that will say, Daddy, I'm going for a mission. There's a portal I'm going to close in Zanzibar and Pemba, and after I've closed it, I'll return, and then the evangelists will come in, and then the prophets will come in, and then the prayer warriors will come in. And he said, Daddy, I'm going to Nairobi. There's a portal I'm going to close. God has told me to go at a specific time in a specific place and make utterances and close a portal where many lives have been dying, where many young people have been sacrificed. And when I close that portal, then the revival will come. Oh my God, you better join my school. Because the moment you gain skills, you'll walk cities and the Lord will tell you there's a portal there. You enter a house and you know that your housemaid opened a portal of hell in your bedroom. And as you are sleeping, demons are coming into your house because there's a portal that she opened in your house. And you close it and everyone is healed. You close it and your son is restored. Don't think that's addiction. No. There is a portal open on her life of hell, and was opened by your sister upon your children to capture their souls. You know, this assignment may be a bit expensive. Because no one will give you a love offering. Some of you have to buy air tickets and go on a mission in a city and stay there until you close the portal. Yeah, you may do this for years. Preparing for your ministry, closing portals and opening the port of heaven. And after you assign, the Lord say, now you can start the ministry. Then people see thousands coming to you and think, oh, you are lucky. This is the secret. Portals. Close them, doors of hell, and know how to open the portals of heaven. When you gain skill in this, no business you do will fail. No ministry you start and not prosper. You will not sit for years waiting for a breakthrough. You will not wait for 10 years. People just say, how is it that money just looks for you? How is it that people just look for you? How is it that you win all your battles? You tell them, I understood how to close the portals of hell. Because many of you have been binding demons but never closed the portals. So they keep coming. So your battle continues. Fire, you burn 1,000, 10,000 come until you ignore them and first close the portals and learn and know what you learn, how to close the portals, and then open the port of heaven, and then you see that things are working out. You're going to be dangerous in the coming days. The Lord said, I'll give you a mouth. I'll open a portal. You lift your hands and say, Lord, I thank you today by the authority you are giving me.